Hi, I'm Claude from Wilderness Skills. Welcome to my review on this drinking system from Source Tactical Gear. The tactical 3-liter hydration system consists of a bladder which holds 3 liters and a carrying system. The weight is 530 grams. The carrying system is made out of 625 denier Condura nylon, so it is quite sturdy. The dimensions is 44 centimeters in height, 21 centimeters in width, and about 3.8 centimeters in thickness when the bladder is full. Let's look at some of the details on the carrying system. Here on the top you have a piece of webbing which you can use for a carrying handle, but you can also hang this inside a backpack, so you have an internal bladder system using this piece of webbing here. Then you have two plastic buckles here, really good quality on the top, and you have also two plastic buckles here on the bottom. This is for use either if you want to put this on the outside of a backpack, or if you have a vest here, so you can put it here on the back. Ending up like this, really nice. Further down we have the lid, secured by a piece of string and connected to a plastic ring which is detachable. Then we have a sturdy handle down here which you can use to hold your drinking system while you're filling it up with a water bottle. Continuing down, we have a piece of webbing here with two small openings and a D-ring. The D-ring is used for if you have cleaned your water system and you want it to hang to dry. You can just hang it upside down and let all the water drain out in this D-ring here. Really nice. Then we have a really large opening here with a good and sturdy zipper which is dimensioned to its purpose. And you have full access to the whole drinking bladder inside. Looking here on the back side, I have a nice carrying system made out of webbing with a couple of openings where you can place carabiners or whatever you want. There are two Velcro loops here where you can place the hose. You can either have this here on the right side or on the left side, and up here in the top there are two openings either for the right hand side or the left hand side. Going further down on the carrying system, you have a sternum strap, also with a really nice buckle, and the sternum strap is movable up and down, so you can adjust it so it fits you perfectly. Then we have two large plastic buckles here, so you can detach the whole drinking system really fast, like this. Then down here in the bottom are two openings. Here you can take the bottom pieces of webbing, push that into. And then here on the top, secured by a piece of Velcro, there's also a large opening where you can take the carrying straps. So in this way you have a really streamlined system which you can hang inside either your backpack or on the outside of a backpack or a vest like this. Really nice feature. Also down here on the straps, as you can see, the straps, they are quite long, but they are equipped with a piece of rubber band. So when you have adjusted the straps to your preference, you can just roll them up and then you can secure them by this piece of rubber band. So you don't have these loose straps hanging around. Going back here to the top, there is also a really large zipper here with a piece of string, where you also have access to your drinking system. Really nice feature. The carrying system itself is insulated, so it will prevent the water inside the bladder to freeze. And I've actually used this for a whole night in -8 degrees centigrade without the water freezing inside the bladder, so that functions perfectly. Let's look at the bladder system itself. To take out the bladder system, you need to open here in the opening, unscrew the plastic ring, open to the system, and there is a small plastic connector here in the bottom of the bladder system. Source calls it the QMT, the quick mate technology. Easy to click off the hose. Take that out, and now you're able to take out the bladder itself like this. I'll just put on the lid again. So this is the bladder. As you can see, there is an opening here, and there is a opening up here also actually. And as most of you know, the Camelback system have a hose and a connection system down here and a opening. And a lot of people like this system, and I like it also. Then a lot of you guys like the platypus system. Again with a quick connect down here in the bottom, the hose and the drinking valve. And then as you can see, there is no opening here on the front, but instead platypus has made a large opening up here on the top. Which is easily accessible. And a lot of you guys like this system, and I actually do the same also. What the Source has done is they have combined these two systems. They have the quick connect down here, then they have the opening here, and a large opening up here also. Really nice feature. And this area here is watertight. I tried it and it doesn't leak at all. The bladder and the hose is equipped with a taste-free system. That's a glass-like liner technology in the reservoir and the tube, which delivers pure liquid taste with no plastic flavor. And I tried this both using cold water and hot water. You can actually put hot water up to 60 degrees centigrade approximately, and still use this system without any problems. And I had no taste or odor of plastic or anything, as I sometimes have with some of the other drinking systems. So that works 100%. The drinking system is also equipped with a bacteria-free system called GrunchGuard. It is an antimicrobial technology which blocks bacterial growth for the life of the system. The system is also equipped with a carefree system. That's a combination of the glass-like liner and the GrunchGuard system. That means that it eliminates the need for cleaning. So for days, weeks or even months of use, just simply refill and drink again with no special care required. If we look here on the bottom on the connector, Source call it the QMT, the quick mate technology, and that means that you can disconnect the hose from the bladder system without any water leaking out of it. Really nice feature. And the same goes up here in the top, where they have the storm valve, also has this QMT system. The hose is somewhat shorter than on some of the other drinking system. It's only 94 centimeters long. The reason for that is due to the angled valve here. That means that the Source have actually been able to shorten the length of the hose with about 25 centimeters. And that means that you don't have a long hose dangling around when you're walking. And it actually functions really well. In the beginning I was a little bit skeptical of this angled hose here, but after using it a lot I really learned to like it. It is a really nice feature, and the valve here is can turn 360 degrees, so that means no matter how you get a hold of your hose, you can always turn the valve so it fits directly into your mouth. It's the storm valve, and it has a push-pull opening. You just need to turn the valve itself a quarter of a turn, and then you just pull, and then you can drink the water. And to close it again, you just push, and it will be closed totally. You can even open the valve with the mouth using your teeth, and the same by closing it. Or you can take the cover here. While the valve is open, you can just put the cover on, and that will actually close the valve also. I have not had any issues with this push-pull valve or the turning regarding any leaks. I normally don't close it. I just push it back in, and then it's secured. I don't need to close it with the quarter turn. I've never had any problems with this. But let's fill some water on the drinking system here. And instead of using the traditional system by either the opening here or the large opening here, as most of you know how to fill a system, I will use the universal tube adapter. That's a system that Source have invented, and I think that is quite neat. It's this little rubber thing here, and it fits over most drinking bottles and even hoses. Really nice system. I have 1.5 liters of water here. Like this. And the universal tube adapter also has the quick connect adapter. And then it's just a matter of pouring the water inside here. It will take about a little minute to fill the water bladder with 1.5 liter. And while it's filling up, I can tell you a little bit about the company, Source Tactical Gear. It's an Israeli company. Most of the guys who was working there is former Israeli soldiers making equipment for soldiers. So I think they know what they're talking about, and they are making a lot of drinking systems and also sandals and other stuff. I think it's a really professional company, and they make a lot of really nice drinking system and cool gadgets like this one here. And now we're almost emptied out this 1.5 liter in, I think less than a minute. I think that is exceptionally good. So this means that even if you have your bladder inside a backpack or on the outside of a vest, you can easily fill it up with all the any of the water sources that you have close to you. Really nice thing, this universal tube adapter. And because of this QMT system, it has also a universal connector, so most of the water filters actually also fit that one. This is an Aquamira Frontier Pro. Clicks right onto that, and functions perfectly. As I mentioned before, I didn't have any problems with the valve leaking or anything while using it. On the contrary, I think it's actually a really nice feature that it's just a push and pull valve compared to some of the other valves with the lip and everything, where you have to suck a little bit harder. You get actually a lot of water out of this one. And you can also use it for when you need to wash your hands or something. You just need to hang your bladder up in a tree, and then you can just open for your valve, and then water will just gushing out. Really nice feature. If you want to clean out your drinking valve, it's actually quite easy. You just detach it from the tube, pull off the protective cap, and then here in the vent you place your both thumbs, and then you just push back with your finger here. Really easy. Then you need to press these two small plastic legs together, and then you can take it apart. And then you can clean the two rubber O-rings here, or the whole system. And the way you assemble it again is in reverse order. And then a quick function check. If I'm going to share my own experiences with this drinking system from Source Technical Gear, well, I've been using the platypus and the camelback for a long time, and I really like both systems. But the system here, I really love it. It's a combination of the best things of the two other systems, and you just have a lot of ways of either carrying it. You can carry it using the normal carrying system, you can carry it inside your backpack, you can carry it outside your backpack. There are multiple ways of filling up the system, either by using the traditional ways of the openings here and on the top, or you can use this universal tube adapter. I think it's a genius. And also the drinking hose here, or the drinking valve. In the beginning I was a little bit skeptical about the 90 degree, but I was a little bit used to that from the platypus systems. But after working with this, yeah, well, it just feels normal now just to take this up to the mouth and just pull it out and drink from it. Really nice system. I also like that all the connectors are watertight, so no matter what you take off, no water is leaking out of the system. That is one of the major positive things about the system here. If I'm going to give this a hydration system a grading from 0 to 10, where 10 is the best, where I compare price to quality, well, I've been able to find this hydration system online for about $75, and I think that's a really fair price. So that brings me to give it a grading of 9. If I'm going to give it a grade on usability, I will also give it a solid 9. There is not much negative to say about the system. The only thing that I maybe would like to mention is that I would like the hole here on the front to be a little bit bigger. That would make it a little bit more easy to fill up the bladder when I'm using this entrance here, compared to the large one on the top, or even compared to the universal tube adapter put on here. That's one of the only thing which brings the grading down. I really like the system. What I would like to see improved or changed on further systems or newer systems is small details, like I would maybe prefer to have a small piece of Velcro here where you can put your name tag on. Maybe some pouch webbing here on the front so I can attach small bags. maybe with my some extra water purification systems or something, or the universal tube adapter. And then I would also like up here in this handle here, maybe a plastic buckle here, because on some backpacks there is no hook. It also has like this one, like a handle, like a piece of webbing. So to be able to attach this inside a backpack with a piece of webbing, I would like to be able to open this one up and stick it inside the loop. But that's only details. The system is perfect, and I can easily recommend this to anyone who needs a drinking system, either if you're active duty or in the reserves or you're a civilian. This is a really, really nice quality drinking system to a really affordable price. That's all I had to tell you about the hydration system from Source Technical Gear. If you want to see my coming videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.